Hello, my name is Khurram Amir Qureshi, Principal Solicitor, KQ Solicitors, Luton, United Kingdom. In this video, we will discuss how you can get indefinite leave to remain if you are in United Kingdom on a spouse visa. This video is based on most frequently questions asked by potential applicants. So every day we receive a lot of queries and questions, so I decided to make this video based on those questions. So I will answer those questions briefly one by one. So first of all, spouse visa. It's basically its name is, or legal name or terminology is family visa, and spouse is one of the category, because if you are here, if you are married to someone, then obviously you will be applying as a spouse. But if you are in a civil partnership, that means you are still eligible for this family visa. And also, if you are in a relationship which is similar to marriage and you've been in this relationship for last 2 years, then you are also eligible for this family visa, which is generally called spouse visa. So a lot of people use terminology spouse visa for all these three terms, whether you are here as a civil partner, spouse, or in a relationship similar to marriage. So how you are here and what the requirements spouse visa, that's a separate topic which we have covered. So in this video we'll discuss if you're already here on spouse visa, and then how you can claim indefinite leave to remain. Indefinite leave to remain is also called settlement, and it gives you a lot of benefits, because once you get indefinite leave to remain, it means you are allowed to live, work, study, even claim eligible benefits, and also is a first step towards citizenship. And once you have indefinite leave to remain, after that you can apply British citizenship as well. So spouse visa, how you can get indefinite leave to remain. So there are different routes, two routes. First, if you've been given permission on a 5-year route to settlement, or whether if you're given permission on the 10-year route to settlement. How you will find out what was your last permission was, whether it was on 5-year route to settlement or 10-year route to settlement. For that purpose, you need to look at last Home Office letter, the letter which granted you last permission. It will be written clearly on that letter whether you've been given permission on the 5-year route to settlement or 10-year route to settlement. The basic difference is in 5-year route to settlement, it's usually granted to applicant who fulfill all the immigration rules requirement, and 10-year route to settlement given to people who fail to prove or provide any required documents, or fail to prove any immigration requirement. So if you're on a 5-year route to settlement, so this is what we'll discuss here, how you can get indefinite leave to remain. The question is, what are the requirements? So the requirements are, first of all, you need to show again that your marriage is genuine and subsisting. So if you are in a relationship, you need to show that your relation is still subsisting, you're living with your partner, spouse. So for that purpose, you can use a lot of evidence, joint bank statements, council tax bills, salary, pay slips. If you have children, you can use their documents as well to prove that you are still living. So this is a requirement, that you need to show that you are still living together since you last granted visa. Also, you need to show you have intention to live together. Even once you get indefinite leave to remain, you have intention to live together permanently. So this is also you need to show. Plus there is a requirement, financial requirement. So it's a separate questions came as well, so I am answering in this one because the requirement is financial requirement. So you need to still show that £18,600 that you or your partner, your combined income or your partner income is still over £18,600. So because you were given last leave with right to work as well, so you can count even your income towards this £18,600 requirement. Also, you need to show English. So you need to show B1 English language qualifications. You need to show that you have English language skills. So there are different ways to prove this one. First, obviously you can pass some test, B1 level, or you can show some degree which is taught in English. So this is requirement if you have 18 to 64. So people who are 65 or over, they are exempt from this immigration English language requirement. You are also exempt from this English language requirement if you have long-term physical or mental disability or problem which prevents you from passing this test. For that, you need to provide a medical exemption letter. There are certain other people too who are exempt, so this is a big list, and if you, for that one you can call. I'll give you my number at the end, so that will be according to your personal circumstances. Say for example, if you are victim of domestic violence, then you are exempt. You don't need to prove English language requirement for this indefinite leave to remain. Also, if you are granted permission as a spouse or partner and your spouse or partner unfortunately has passed away, died, even then you don't need to show this requirement, and you can still apply without English language requirement. So there are some other categories as well, like refugee status, etc., but these are the most relevant considering this 5-year root spouse visa. Also, you need to pass life in UK test, and this is also the same, similar to what is English language requirement. If for people 18 to 64, if you're 65 over, then you do not need to. Or also you can, if you have some long-term physical or mental disability, then you are exempt as well from this requirement. The question again, supporting documents. So just like as mentioned, supporting documents basically the same. You need to show proof of relationship. If you are married, marriage certificate. If you are civil partner, civil partnership certificate. You've been living together, so council tax bills, pay slips, bank statements, children documents, they all can be part of this requirement. Also 18,600, so here you need to provide bank statements, pay slips, employer's letter to confirm that you are earning this money, English language certificate, life in UK test certificate. So these all are basic requirements which you need to provide the documents. Another question which is what if I'm getting carer allowance or some benefit? Do I still need to provide this 18,600 requirement? The answer is there are certain benefits which is called eligible benefit. If you're getting one of those benefits, then you do not need to provide 18,600 pound requirement. Now those benefit, carer allowance definitely is one of part of this one, like also PAP, personal independence payment, or so, and or attendance allowance. So if you're getting one of these benefit, then you do not need to provide 18,600 requirement, but then you need to provide that you have sufficient money or funds available to support yourself and your children, and this is called maintenance requirement. Then you need to show that one. Another question, when can I apply for ILR? So if you're on a 5-year route, you can apply 28 days before you meet the requirement of the time spent in UK. It means you need to show that you've been living here for 5 years continuously, and the moment your time, 5 years time is completing, from that time 28 days before you can apply. You do not need to wait until the expiry of your current visa, because sometimes it happens that you have already completed 5 years but your visa is expiring after 3 or 4 months, and sometimes people they tend to wait when their visa will expire and then they will apply 28 days before the expiration of their visa. This is you don't need to do this. You can apply the moment you complete your 5 years, and 28 days before, once you complete your 5 years, you can apply. You do not need to wait until the expiry of your current visa. Then another question, can ILR can be cancelled after divorce? So once you have ILR, then it does not get cancelled. So once you got ILR, so it means you have unlimited leave or settlement to stay here. But please remember, once you live outside the UK for more than 2 years at one time, then this can be lost. Okay, so another question, what are the refusal reasons? So this is something very generic question. What are the refusal reasons? It can be refused for different reasons. If you will not provide the required documents, it will be refused. Also, if you have miscalculated your time spent in UK, it can be refused. You cannot apply before 28 days, so you need to complete your 5 years. Also need to show that requirements of living together and marriage is still subsisting. So all these requirements, whether if English language, so because sometimes people if they have passed A1 or A2, they use the same certificate as well for the settlement application. So this is one of the reasons too for refusal. So you need to see the requirement is B1 or above, so whether you have passed this one or not, or life in UK test. So all these documents, and also when you provide documents, you need to put documents in order. If for example salary documents, letter from the employer, we need to confirm your salary. So all these are the requirements, so which if you will provide all these documents, and then I'm fully confident that your visa will not be refused. If you have any question or query, please contact me on 078 538 44688. Thank you so much.